Big up, people. Welcome to the URT. This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up, Sol. Big up, King Sol. Big up, Jamie Wayne. City this weekend. Just dismantled. Liverpool just dismantled. Yeah, Real Madrid. Real Madrid looks so bad, bro. Liverpool are decent, but Real Madrid are bad. Yeah, big up everybody. Welcome to the show. We've got a bit of a show for you tonight. Jarvis is going to jump on soon, and we're going to discuss. He's going to tell us all about, educate us all about Bodo Glimt, and then we're going to talk about the presser from Ruben Amorim. Boy, oh boy, drop gems again today. But it is what it is. It is what it is, people. Yeah, big up Celtic. I watched a bit of the Celtic game. Big up Celtic. 1-1 Club Brugge have been doing well in the Champions League this season. So big them up. Yeah. Villa got robbed, mate. Juve got away with that. Big up Double A. I think he's up there. He's gone to do some content, I think, tonight at Villa Park. So big up Double A. Yeah, big up, man. Big up Ray YX 9X. Big up Ray Y X9. Big up X9. Ray YX9. Big up Ben as well, man. Up the Celtic. Up the Celtic. Big up Ben. And up the fucking Irish. Big up. Love to everybody. Please smash a like on your way in. Yeah, that's what we got for you tonight. Manchester United. And hopefully any match goers tomorrow as well. Please, we've got a clap on the 9th minute. We've got to all have a round of applause for a young Mancunian, Zach, who unfortunately lost his life, his battle with cancer. 9 years old, you know. May he rest in eternal peace. Yeah. Love to his friends and family. But I hope that Old Trafford crowd, which we're trying to get it out on Twitter, on the socials, so that on the 9th minute, people get up and clap him, Zach. Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully we'll do that. So big up to everybody. Everybody, man. That's why life sucks, man. Your loved ones, your friends, man. Tell them you love them, man. Because life is short, man. Yeah, 100%. R.I.P. to Zach. 9 years old, man. Yeah, man. Big up. Big up, man. Big up my brother. I'll be Razak. Man like Razak from Maktushu. Yo, how's Medina? I must have been a child, man. I lived in Medina for a bit. So big up Maktushu, man. Big up the birthplace. Big up my birthplace, man. My birth country. Even though I don't believe in these countries, I don't believe in borders, man. But East Africans, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. May Allah grant Zach Jannah with this, yeah, 100%. Big up my like Stephen Couple. Big up the in condolence to the family. Yeah, it's trending all over social media. I can show you guys. Let me show you. So if you know any match going, just let them know to spread the word when they get to the stadium tomorrow. And on the 9th minute, we need to be able to basically share it, like let people know. I'll show you 1 second. Bear with me, people. I'm just trying to find the post. Yeah, here it is. Here it is, people. Here it is. Big up to everybody. Share. can see it. People can see it there. Let me blow it up a bit so that you can clearly see it. These are the beautiful words, man. Yeah, so there it is, isn't it? There it is. May he rest in eternal peace, man. May he rest in and love to the family as well, man. So I don't know the family. Like, I just saw it on socials, innit? So I'm hoping that the Old Trafford crowd tomorrow, at the 9th minute, we all stand up and applause for him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up Shakarian, yeah. Shakarian, do me a favor. Keep the quotes for the Amorim's presser back. Keep them back. Hopefully we're going to get it. Jarvis is going to jump on. And then he's going to tell us all about Bodo Glimt, his second team from the north of Norway. We're going to hear about that. So please, just hold those quotes back. You can post other quotes, but the presser quotes, hold them back. Big up to you, though. Yeah, so let's go through the Champions League. Let me tell you a little bit till the boys get here. Yeah, this is the Champions League, man. This is the Champions League. Can show the Champions League. Champions League, you're having a laugh. Champions League, you're having a laugh. Champions League, you're having a laugh. Liverpool destroyed it. Liverpool destroyed Real Madrid. Mbappe is an absolute shitbag, mate. He misses a penalty. He got crunched by Liverpool. Were good for it, to be fair, tonight. It's got to be said. They were good for it. Champions League. Let me just show you the Champions League draw, people. Champions League. Champions League. Let's see the results. Have they posted the results? Have they posted any other results? Yeah, Liverpool, man. Just Liverpool doing their thing, man. I'm not here promoting Liverpool Football Club, man. Get out of it. Oh, by the way, yeah, a bit of breaking news tonight. Obviously, this evening. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Yo, big up to Ruud van Nistelrooy, first of all, people. Ruud is the man. Ruud. I'm not going to lie to you. Leicester fans outside the game, if you go and check the match reaction from the Leicester game, Leicester fans were telling us, they were telling us, yeah, oh, we wish we had Ruud as the manager. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Big up Lesso. Can you believe it, people? Yeah. No, I don't believe. I don't believe he's crap. No, I don't believe it. But yeah, congratulations to Ruud. Big up Lesso. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah. Can perfectly hear you.
Bellingham's tired. I'm telling you, he's tired. He's played too much football, man. He looks shattered to me. Yeah, big up to Jarvis. We're going to give the Jarvis the center stage, but yeah, Ruud taking over Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Van Nistelrooy, Van Nistelrooy. Right, I'm going to go and put the kettle on, and then I'm going to, Jarvis, take over, my friend, take over. You're here now, Jarvis.
Are we not going to open with the presser? Because I haven't seen the presser. I don't know what was said on the presser. But yeah. You're on mute already.
Well, I can tell you quickly.
Yeah.
Big up Jarvis. Big up Leicester. I hope you both good. I was just showing Ruud has got a chance, and Leicester City fans were asking us. They were telling us that they wished that Ruud was their manager when we came out of the game against Leicester. Was it a couple of weeks ago? And now they got their wish. they got their man. So big up to Leicester.
Is Ruud the new manager? Wow.
Yeah, Ruud's the new manager, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's actually pretty cool. I wish him luck. I wish him.
Yeah, they got a decent squad. He can do things. So big up to Ruud. Hopefully, when we go there, it's a shame in it because I was saying he'll get an amazing reception at Old Trafford, but we've played them already. Let's hope we get them in the cup so we can come back into Old Trafford and, let's see if we get them in the FA Cup. Big up. Yeah. So the big thing to get from, you might as well get the quote, Shakarian. But the main thing, the theme was that what came out of the presser today was that he said the players who play in the game are resting in between the games. The players who are not playing are going to be training, so that everybody's going to get. So he's basically going to give everybody a chance to train and get hold of his ideas. So he's testing everybody out. They asked him about Rashford. He said Rashford has to want it. Has to want it. They said, can you take Rashford back to where he was? And he said, Rashford has to want it. He has to want it. He has to want it.
I think that's a good comment because it's actually true. We're speaking from the heart, and that's true. Rashford has to want it. We all talked about Rashford's. He doesn't look bothered. He don't look like he enjoy football, and that's a big problem. So, yeah, I think he's on point. So how do you see it? Do you think Amorim is on point when he talks about Rashford?
Yeah, no, definitely. He's basically saying the ball is in Rashford's court now. It is what it is. There's no more excuses. And if he can't kick on, unfortunately, he'll be phased out. It is what it is. It's a tough business. But yeah.
Do you think he feels the pressure now with Amorim saying this publicly, or do you think Rashford is the kind of guy who will react to this and start really taking things serious again?
And to be honest, I'm not sure. But like I said, it's still up to him, and he does tend to not really thrive. Especially when things are when his back is against the wall. So it's one of those, But he tends to thrive when his contract is under threat for some odd reason. So maybe this maybe he might thrive under this kind of condition. I mean, due to the past, what we've seen in the past, near his contract expiring, he thrives. Maybe when the manager is telling him, what, this could be your last straw. If you don't make it, you'll break it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Harry's talking about the rotation. We have a lot of games where the beginning of something and I feel a part of the team. So he's saying everybody has to feel be part of the team. The international players, they will rotate. They will try to manage a win every game and not just focus on this game. And we will have a clear idea how to play. Everybody has to be on it, on the same page. So yeah, he's relentless. Around goals being the issue. Same thing what we did a show about last night. He says Rasmus, Joshua will score more goals. Ahmad is better near a goal. Bruno as well. And he said, he's basically saying that the fact that we didn't work on that bit. We worked on the playing out from the back. That's what we worked on. So we're going to have to work on that. And that's what I was saying. They're not as bad as they look right now. He talked about Bodo, Glimt, saying that we will have to run a lot. They have special players on the wings. You told us, Jarvis, month and month ago. They're especially tasty. Ruud Marcus right, the position is not the best for him. He said he agreed with everybody. He's not a striker. He was fighting two giants. We will try to find the right solution for him, but he has to become the Marcus Rashford and return to that form. He has to be the first to want it.
Yeah. It's good comments from Amorim. He always speaks perfectly when it comes to press conferences. And he's on point. He says a lot of the things we are talking about. We have been addressing this for a long, long time. But I think he put some pressure on the players. He put demands on the players, and he tells us, the fans, what to expect. And when they don't perform, it kind of gives Amorim a pass. It's on the players. They are training. They need to step it up. That's basically what he's saying. So yeah.
Facts.
I definitely like that, because it shifts it shifts more of a the responsibility and accountability. It more or less measures it out. In the sense that you can't just go for the manager now and say it's the manager needs to go, or that sort of thing. If he sticks to his principles and they are unable to implement his principles, then you have to look at your personnel. You have nowhere else to look at. There's nowhere to hide. But then you see, the problem is with Tanakh, the mistake that he made was actually moving away from his principle, and that actually gave the players more power in that sense.
Yeah.
And now there's none of that. This manager is already
he accommodated them in a way. Yeah, he made them not try harder.
Yeah, he just basically accommodated them and tried to try to fit the players, in a way where, in a sense where he just tries to actually get the best out of them, but rather than, trying to actually implement his own system. So now, with this manager, we've got something sustainable going forward. We can suffer right now. It's fine. I can take the suffering, but at least I know, in the long term, there's something to build upon. Because now, if we're gonna just do what the previous managers did, then I say that I can't get behind this. So, but now he's showing me that there's something that he's doing, and he's got a firm stance on it, and I like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to
I agree. We don't want accommodation of the players. We want the exposure of the players who are not good enough for us to move forward. We can't keep doing this thing, like trying to get them to work and adjusting the play to players who are not good enough in a way. We know who they are, and now they have a chance. Amorim will give Rashford a chance. He will give Eriksen a chance. He will give Casemiro a chance. He will give Evans a chance. Maguire a chance. He will have a chance. But I don't think he will have the patience with them. He won't accommodate them. He will. You could either sink or swim. That's the thing. And that's what I like about Ruben Amorim at the moment. Is it cold in Manchester?
Oh my God! Yeah. It's 0, mate. 0.
I will buy you one of those Northern Norway hats, woolen hats. They are you've seen people in Moscow wearing those.
Yeah, big hats.
Yeah. Because all of the heat evaporates from your head, so you need something big.
Hey.
Yeah, and the only thing to say that he's fit. What's his name? Is fit, Lisandro Martinez. But I don't know if he's going to play. But Maguire isn't ready. And Yoro, and was asked about Yoro. He said Yoro's not ready. They're working on his fitness. He was asked about Lenny Yoro, gave a good answer. He said, yeah, training won't rush him back. He's only a young player. He said he's special talent and all of that stuff.
Yeah. It's good, interesting.
Big up Mick, by the way. Big up Mick.
Yeah, big up Mick, big up. And Peter, I see Peter in the chat too. So legends are in the building.
Yeah, Johnny Evans wasn't training.
Yeah.
So Bruno was asked a couple of questions about how can he adapt to different styles, and he gave a decent answer saying, "Oh, I do that already with the national team. Sometimes I play out wide, sometimes I play as a number 8." So yeah, he was talking about the different positions that he plays. Yeah.
Is Boumbaye joining us tonight, or?
Well, he's supposed to.
Okay.
He's supposed to.
Boumbaye, if you're watching, hurry! We want to get going with the show.
Yeah.
This comment from Alien Tenno is a classic. It's cold in Manchester. Jarvis said, "I'm using my balls for ice in my whiskey." Big up, Peter. Big up. Well, you
Yeah,
can't complain. It's where I live. We have -2 degrees, but that's pretty good. I can't complain.
mm, that's a good day, eh?
Yeah,
Look for
that's
the
that's a good day. That's a good day.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh. So you want to get going with the? You're on mute, Nordin. You're muted.
Yeah, he'll be here in a minute. He'll be here in a minute, people. He'll be here in a minute. Big up to Bumbaye. Nordin, have you seen was a Welsh striker, the academy? He's on fire, very technical, very fast, always looks a level above everyone in the game. Yeah. Bancheri, yeah, I have. He's a good player. Unified room and Amorim system will benefit the young players more. I don't think age will be the problem. Either you're older, it's about carrying the most you can from the dynamics. As the manager said, you do not need to overthink things. You just need to know how you need to have the base and the foundation. There you go. Ruud, set to be appointed Leicester City head coach. Don't know good documents being signed with a camp. Big up. That's in a flu. Hot whiskey, honey, plus some real therapy. Smash a like. There you go. Big up, mate.
Smash
Big up, mate. Actually, yeah. A lot of Norwegians. I saw some of them today in town.
Yeah.
Tell us about the fans. The fans are crazy. The fans are bloody crazy.
The fans are crazy.
They are around like nobody's business, all in that yellow.
Did you see
these
the
Vikings, mate? These Vikings are not messing about, mate. These Vikings.
They are not. Did you see the toothbrush, Nordin? Because that's like their mascot. It's a big toothbrush. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They are crazy because they have crazy humor in northern Norway. But here you see the fans with the giant toothbrush because they always used to have small toothbrush to conduct the singing choir of the fans. So when they always use this like kind of humor. So a toothbrush company actually sponsored the fans and gave them a lot of these big toothbrushes a lot of years ago. So that's kind of their brand now. And they are crazy. They have crazy humor and they are very friendly. They are Norwegians. They are from the north. So they are not uptight. They are really easygoing and jolly. All they like to do is watch football, drink beer, and have fun. So these are the type of fans you will meet.
Real working class culture.
Working class culture. From the north where they come from is a lot of fishermen and people who are just relaxed and live by nature and have fun. And this is a big thing for them, going to Manchester, meet the giants, Manchester United. And, they don't expect anything. They don't expect to win. They are here to enjoy the trip. And actually, Bodo Glimt took all their players with them. And they took the women's team with them. And they have a lot of people with them traveling with the team just to give them the experience, because this is a huge thing for them. So
that's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It tells you a lot about the culture,
the sense of community.
It's a community. And going to the game, they are going to be seated here on Old Trafford, field E331 and E332. So you will see a lot of yellow in these areas tomorrow. They were just given 3,000 tickets at the beginning, but they could have sold 5 times the amount of tickets right away. So they gave them a couple of extra tickets. So there will be about 6,500 yellows on Old Trafford tomorrow, and you will see them, Nordin, if you're going to the game. It will be interesting. As fans, they are really, really good. They are loyal to the club. They are not used to winning, because the history of the club is they are a small club. We call them a yo-yo club, up and down, in between the Premier League and the Championship of Norway. So they never established themselves as a top club. And the crazy humor. This is from when they beat Rome 7-1 or 7-0 or what was it? So they dress as Jesus, and they are just having fun. So these are the types of fans you will meet tomorrow. And actually, Noradin, if you meet people in the city who are yellow, go talk to them. It will be an experience. I love you. I will. I promise you.
Of course I will. I will love it. Yeah.
Yeah, you will love it. Yeah.
I'll take a little video and I'll send you a message.
Yes, that will be cool. That will be cool.
I'll chat to them.
With the history of Bodo, you got to remember, as Nordin said, they are working class heroes. They are fishermen, and actually they came from the north, where I am from, and they were not allowed to compete with the other Norwegian teams up until 1972, because of the southern team didn't want to travel all the way north. They thought it would be too expensive, so the Norwegian FA didn't allow Northern Norway team to come and play against the big boys. So it was kind of a discrimination. And at that time, in the beginning of the early 70s, being from Northern Norway wasn't really popular, and people didn't want to give you jobs. They didn't want to rent you a flat if you came to the south because you were from Northern Norway. So there was a lot of discrimination. But they got to compete in 1972, but they weren't handed anything for free. They had to start at the bottom of the league system and work their way up, even though they were good teams and they were allowed to compete in the cups. So in 1975, just 3 years after this, Bodo Glimt won the Norwegian Cup. So that was a big thing. And the big hero in that team, his name was Harold Berg, and he's like the godfather of Bodo. So he gave them the first FA Cup, the pride of Northern Norway at that time, and he got 3 sons, and they all played for Bodo Glimt growing up, and then they started playing for Rosenborg in the 90s. So they were all part of the Rosenborg era, winning 10 championship in a row in Norway and qualifying 12 years in a row for the Champions League, beating AC Milan, beating Real Madrid, doing well in the Champions League. I don't know if you guys remember from the 90s and early 2000s, Rosenborg were doing well in the Champions League, always in the group stages. Sometimes they came to the playoffs. Small club, but they did well. So these 2 of them played for Rosenborg. The third one, he only played for Bodo, and he had to retire because of some illness. But anyway, one of them had a son, and he's the midfielder. He's the midfield maestro at this Bodo Glimt team. He's also named Berg. And the thing is, with Bodo Glimt, they have from board level that you have to have at least 40% local guys playing at the team. So a lot of these guys are actually from the city of Bodo. It's a small city with only like 50,000 people living there. So they are actually doing well. And the guy that I'm talking about, Patrick Berg, he's the guy that we have to look out for tomorrow. It's this guy. Patrick Berg, he's he's like a midfield maestro, I would say. I don't know who you can compare him with, but you see his attributes here on the right. And I would actually, if I should compare him to someone, I would compare him to Ander Herrera. Let's see, Ander Herrera. Yeah, there you go. You see his attributes. It's almost similar to Ander Herrera. He's like a feisty midfielder. He's like to be on the ball. He likes to conduct the tempo of the game. And I think tomorrow the main goal for Man United will have to stop this guy, because he's their deep lying playmaker. They always play in a 4-3-3 with 1 deep and 2 number 8s. So he will be the guy who we have to stop, because if he gets on the ball, he will set the other guys going. And they like the fullbacks love to come inside. The wingers are always constantly moving. The number 8s workhorses, up and down all the time, interchanging. So it will be difficult for us to defend against them. So the only goal we need to do is to stop this guy, Patrick Berg. And he's the grandson of the godfather of Bodo Glimt. So it will be interesting. They will come in with high pressure. They try to play dominant football, courage. They like to score a lot of goals. They set the goal scoring record in the Norwegian Premier League a couple of years ago. They set the point record in the Norwegian Premier League, and they are doing really well. And on their way, playing in Europe Conference League and Europa League, they have beaten AC Milan 6-1 on average. They have beaten Ajax. They have beaten Roma 6-0, I believe. They've beaten Roma 2-1 also and drew against them. They won against Porto, and they have beaten a lot of other teams like Celtic, PSV, Besiktas, Dinamo Zagreb. So they won't be a walkover. They like to compete. They're not afraid, and it's all about courage. It's the mindset of the team. And their coach, Ketil Knutsen, is the guy. He's their coach, and he has something that he calls the growth mindset. And it's about performance over results. Always think performance, how to learn and develop from what you are doing. They're not bothered about winning or losing. It's about improving all the time. And since he arrived at the club in 2017, they have won the league, I think, 4 or 5 times and qualified for Europe almost every year. And now they're a dominant force in Norway. And qualifying for Europe so many times, they're giving them a lot of money now. And every season they do well, they have to sell most of their best players and replace them. So they're constantly rebuilding, but the principles stay the same. When it comes to the growth mindset, they have a former fighter pilot as a mental coach. And he's fantastic. They do yoga, they do meditation. They always try to unwind before practice. It's a lot of responsibility. Think about what you're doing, not about the consequences. So I think we will see tomorrow a Bodo Glimt coming on to Old Trafford, not being afraid. They will try to play with courage, try to play themselves out from the back. They will try to attack. They won't come and play in the low block and try to play counter-attacking football. So that will be interesting to see. And, for me, this is my team in my area. I hope Man United will win it, but I don't hope they will win with a lot of goals, because I hope that Bodo Glimt can go away with this with a good feeling and a great feeling that they had a good experience coming to a big club like Manchester United. So yeah,
I'm a believer that we need to get out of this competition, so I want them to win. When I'm in the stadium, I want United to win, but obviously because I'm in that as a supporter mode, but I want to get out of this competition, man. I want Amorim to have the time to flipping coach this team. But yeah, honestly, Java, tomorrow, hopefully when we come back from the stadium, match reaction is going to be interesting. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the player, the Berg in midfield, the wingers.
Yeah. They have one winger that's especially good. His name is Jens Petter Hauge. Is this guy? He played for AC Milan a couple of years ago, and he's an attacking winger, left winger. Kind of remind me a little bit of Marcus Rashford when he was in form. He likes to challenge people and he's quick. He likes to run. He has pace. So he will be the guy to look out for. I just want to check if I compare him to Rashford. Let's see what happened. Rashford. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. You see, they align perfectly when it comes to this attribute. So they're almost similar type of players with the same type of attributes. And he's only 25 years old, and he likes to run at people. So it will be a tough job for Dallo, or who will be our right? No, Ahmad actually, because he's their left winger. So he will be up against Ahmad. So Ahmad will have a challenge tomorrow. Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. Very interesting. Bombay, are you cold or what? Are you freezing? Because it's freezing in the Hume. Is it cold out there?
Oh yeah,
Um,
man. It's cold, but there's many things that have warmed me up today, my friend. And one of them's not the heating. So all good, all good. I see you're well wrapped up. Jarvis,
easy
do
now,
do
eh?
do box him off with some of them Russian that Russian attire for winter, man.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. Big up to
Right, man.
Bombay. Yeah. I'm gonna put the kettle on, guys. I can hear you, drivers. Carry on, educate us. We're
No,
waiting to be educated.
no,
Talk to
I
us.
don't have much to say about them, but we shouldn't underestimate them. As I said, they have beaten a lot of big teams, and they are not afraid. Sometimes they lose, sometimes they win. You know, they're like every club, and they are not in great form at the moment. They're at the end of their season. In Norway, we start in March and play all year summer long, and now they're at their end. So they have the last game on Sunday. It will be the decisive game of the season for them, and they need to win it if they want to win the league. So they have a little bit of focus on this game, but I think they also have focus on the next game because that will be really important for them to win the league. Because the main goal always is to come to the Champions League. But as a Norwegian team, we are not really high in the UEFA rankings. So as a Norwegian champion, you have to play. I think it's 3 qualifying rounds just to come into the Champions League, and it's always been a tough nut for them to go through that stage. So they sometimes end up in Europa League, and they are doing it this year. So far this season, Europa League, they have won 2 games, 1 draw, and they lost the last game against Karabakh 2-1 at home. Yeah, if they show up, I think they will give us a fight. If not, I think we can win big. They will try to attack us, and if we play smart, we can win 3-1, 4-1, I believe. Bumbaye, what are you expecting from the game tomorrow from United side?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Big up to Stevie H. Big up to Amadis Free from Ten Hag, Eli and Tenno, and the rest of the URT family. Um, I don't
Yes,
know.
Stevie H. Yes, I would be a part of Amorim's scouting department. Please send him
Uh,
a memo. I would gladly do that job. I will do it for free.
Nuruddin, just milk, no sugar, please. Um, I don't know, man. I'm just now. I've got my zest back to watch United under a new manager. See what we can do. I don't know anything about Bodo Glimt at all. I was looking forward to coming on here for you to give us the history. I know you spoke about it a little yesterday. Have you already
Yeah.
give us that back story about
Yes, you
the
just missed
father,
it.
the sons? Okay,
The father, the
it's
sons, and the discrimination of Northern Norway up until the beginning of the 70s. So yeah,
wow.
they are a team who are here against all odds, and that's what's so fascinating about this team.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what to expect, but by the sounds of things, it's a decent test at this point in our, reign. Second game going into Europe, so it's just really interesting to see what we produce and how we look. It's all a
Hmm.
learning curve for me now, just learning about the players, learning about what we're trying to do. Um, for the first few games, I don't know how long it'll take for the dust to settle and for us to start coming on here and being familiar with what we're trying to do, being familiar with the players, start to say, actually, this is our best 11 or this isn't our best 11. I'm not
Hmm.
sure yet. There's so many variables, especially in those forward positions, as we spoke.
Yeah.
Um, and who's going to play? As is it? Who's going to play behind the striker? Because I think we do like a three, and then there's two midfielders, then another two midfielders, and then a striker, and then you
Yeah.
got the wingers. Yeah, so that four is so interesting. Who are the defensive ones, and who are the two that are going to play ahead of them? That's so interesting for me. But this is what I mean. I don't know a lot. I'm just really looking forward to
All you need to
watching.
know, Bombay, is that
Oh,
Amorim said they're a fit team and we're going to be running tomorrow. They
we're
run a
good.
lot. That's what he
We're good.
said.
We're good, man.
Very
I hope.
fit.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hmm.
How many managers have criticised Manchester United's running statistics now? I think Oli alluded to it. Ranić definitely said it. And now we've got a guy that plays. His system needs that. You can't allow people space because you're taking such a risk, and you want to press on. If you're going to press, you have to press properly. Otherwise, the transitions will just keep killing you anyway. I think, and when you play three at the back, obviously wide, you're a bit susceptible. So I said it, I think, the other show, where you can't give people time to switch play, because now we're on the back foot immediately. One long ball, one long diag. If they've got men over, and that's the space that is dangerous with this kind of system. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get, but I'm excited again, man. It's something new, it's something fresh, and I do like the rest of us. I've been impressed, and I've liked what the manager has said, and yeah, bring it on, man. Bring it on.
Who do you think will start as? Do you think Mason Mount will play tomorrow? Because because Amorim, he spoke highly about Mason Mount lately, and he talked a lot about him.
I really am excited by the prospect of Mason Mount in a red shirt, and so far I haven't been able to see any of that. He's always been injured. I can't even assess at the moment. If he was to go tomorrow, he's an old proper flop. He didn't play. I would love to see him play behind a striker. I think he'd be superb in that there. He's a really good worker, good presser, sets the pace, good quality, good technique, can score. He's just an all-round good player. There's a group of these players, English players, that we put and we look at. Jarvis here, I don't know if you have an appreciation for it. So it's Mount, Maddison, Grealish. These three are, the ones you look at and think, yeah, they're good players. Who's the better one out of the three? But I really like him, and I hope he starts tomorrow, or in the coming weeks. I want to see more of him. And I think he will be a success under Ruben Amorim, but that success largely depends on his staying fit and injury free. That is one worry.
That's the catch.
The one worry is we are trying to make a team that doesn't run and apply itself in comparison to a lot of other teams into one of the really athletic, high work rate, extended amount of time over the course of a game teams, and maybe that is going to cause a few injuries. When you try, I don't know how they're going to do it, but when you're trying to get a team to be collectively a lot fitter, run a lot longer for a lot harder, it might pose some problems at the beginning, but then the body will get used to it. And obviously, then you ask the question, there are certain players, Jarvis, who are good, who have played great, like Eriksen is one of them. Does he have a place in this team? If you're talking about work rate, that's a consideration. Has he been? I love him. I've always loved this player, and I like him as a human being as well, Eriksen. But there's a few casualties that are going to happen in this team. I think we all accept that. And there's going to be a few surprises in this team as the weeks roll by and as we go forward and as we learn a bit more. But all I'd finish by saying, every single player in this team is expendable at this point. And that is on the provision that the manager is showing us that there is something here we can hold on to and believe in to go forward.
Yeah. Besides Onana, I think Onana, he's.
I want to say Ahmad, but I still want to see more. I want to see more. Obviously, it's a new system. We don't know where, but I think everybody, is fair game at this point. We have to see how it goes.
For me, tomorrow, I would like to see us being more as a unit. I think we looked really, said it many times, disjointed against against Ipswich, I think we didn't play as a team. We were really exposed at certain positions. Evans at the left centre back. I think Rashford didn't do well as a striker. I think our midfield constellation with Ugarte and with Casemiro and Eriksen didn't work at all. So I hope that
I would have told you that before the game even kicked off.
yes. And the thing is,
those fit lads from Ipswich. Oh my gosh, we got run around in that 55 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So if we tomorrow, if Amorim learned something from Ipswich, I hope that he will pick the right players in the right position at least. You know, playing Evans at left centre back, I think that wasn't a good move. But
I genuinely do think. I think people call me conspiracy theory all they want, but I genuinely did think that he was just showing them you can't play my system. You haven't got the legs to play in my system. I genuinely think he was eliminating players,
exposing them. That's maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. So tomorrow for me, I hope Martinez comes back on the left centre back position. I hope Ugarte starts. I think we need more legs in the midfield, more pressing.
Luke Shaw place in your team?
Yes, if he plays, I hope Luke Shaw plays on left wing back. I just want to see Luke Shaw there on left wing back if he can do it, or if he is just a left centre back option.
I agree.
Yeah. So for me, I would like Luke Shaw to start on left wing back tomorrow. Martinez left centre back. I would actually like to start Bruno in the number 8 with Ugarte and play Mason Mount in the 10 with Ahmad.
I'm getting excited, man.
Yeah. So this is how I would like to see. What do you think, Noradin, about the lineup tomorrow?
Listen, getting excited to be absolutely bent over tomorrow. Is that what you're getting excited about?
God, man, you never fail in just peeing on the bonfire. You know, you never fail.
This team is a lot fitter than us. They've been together a lot. Somebody says,
I'm playing fantasy football in my mind with Jarvis's team at the moment, man.
Yeah.
And then we'll come on here tomorrow. Different story.
We're still waiting for what's going to be who's going to be starting, because we're still not sure 100%. But yeah, Mount might play, but Mount might play with Ugarte, and it might be Bruno up the pitch.
Oh no,
you know what I mean? Yeah, so go ahead. I mean, I saw people predicting teams, and that's one of the teams that people are predicting.
No, Bruno in the 10. No, it would dampen my mood actually if that happens. But I'd rather see Ahmad up there in the 10, as we said he should be. I don't see him as a playing on the right as a right wing back. I do not see him long term there. I honestly think that he will utilize him more or less closer, in the 10 position, more or less to start the pressing and everything from the top. Because I've realized another thing is that our forwards in the previous game did not press. Rashford, they didn't press well. Rashford, Garnacho, as well as they didn't press up front, and it was lacking. And so these guys could play the ball from the back, and they could eventually go forward. So there was not enough pressure, somewhat, in that regard. So I think he's gonna try and actually put the likes of Ahmad and these guys, a bit of legs, a bit of players with IQ, who are gonna know how to press, who are gonna know how to win the ball back, and actually as well as be good in terms of ball retention. So it's gonna be interesting. Like I say, it's gonna be interesting. I think Mount will get a chance, obviously. In terms of that, he's a hard worker. He pretty much runs around, and he does a job in those positions. He doesn't let people rest. So I'm looking forward to see how he maneuvers in terms of the players that we have, and that will tell us more or less how far or more along we are in terms of knowing or being close to knowing what Amorim wants to do in terms of these players and which players will eventually be phased out. So yeah, I think we will play. I think Ahmad will play. I heard him mention something along the lines of, he wants Ahmad closer to the box. He wants him more or less in the position where he's further up front. So he could that could be a hint to say that he may change positions and somewhat. So it's interesting. We'll see. I'm just curious as to who is he gonna play now as a right wing back now, and yeah, it could be someone else. So yeah, no, it's all about rotation. I think this game is gonna be him rotating a couple of players. He's not gonna do a whole 360 and change everyone and then put on a whole entire 11, obviously. But I think he's gonna try and play around with the forwards. He's been complaining about goals, which is quite obvious, and he's trying to look for a combination that will more or less ultimately lead to us scoring more goals and being effective in that final third. So the lineup will more or less try be a thing where he's trying to see which combination best suits us and is more effective in up front. And those players will be able to probably be able to press from the front because we've lacked that in the other game. So Bruno, I think, will be in the midfield alongside Ugarte. I think that's more or less it's stone. It's set in stone. The number 10 is the one that I think we're gonna be pondering here. We're gonna be sitting here and pondering as to who's gonna play there. But I think the right wing back may surprise people position because I don't think Ahmad's gonna play there in the next game. So it's looking likely because now in the press conferences, like a manager will hint as to where a player's gonna play. If he's saying essentially that Ahmad, you wants him more or less in the final third, you wants him nearer to the box. So it, to me, tells me that he doesn't want him running all the way back and trying to, he sees that that's not his game. It's just like Kobe Mino when he comes back into the team, which is gonna be interesting as well. I don't think he's gonna play him in the 8 either. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. It is exciting, like Bumbaye says. We don't know. No one can predict what's going to happen tomorrow. But more or less, I think we're getting hints that certain players are going to be playing in certain positions. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he does with the rest of the squad.
Yeah, big up somebody here saying, Bandulu saying, who's even Bodo Glimt? Our second team should win 5-0. Nah, mate, you're not paying attention to the football, mate. Football don't work like that, mate.
I think Bandulu's done, bro. You know what I mean? I would ask him his team, but it'd just be on honor. That's the team sheet. Everybody's turd. But I guess you know what? It's PTS, isn't it?
When did they play Arsenal?
I don't know.
They played Arsenal a couple of years ago in the Europa League, I believe. They lost both games. I think they lost 2-1 at home and 3-1 away. About that.
Do you know what, guys? Everybody, let's say Anthony has to be part of the team. I know, less so. But
left wing back, more defensive wing back.
Are you saying left wing back, not right wing back? Yeah, you want to get a ball in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never know.
So, guys, how do you think the lineup will be tomorrow? This is what I got so far. This is my lineup but I'm really unsure when it comes to the right wing back, as I see it.
I'll ask you a question, man. Do you know a little bit about sporting? I have no idea. Were the guys that in their team that did what Shaw and Delo did, were they players that you would regard as wingers or defenders? Obviously, these two are defenders with attacking qualities. What did they use? Did they use what you would class as defenders or what you would class as wingers?
Wingers predominantly, but one of them is a guy who comes to the line and cross, and the other one is the inverted one.
It makes
Usually a left footer on the right side.
it makes a bit of sense that, and I'm glad you say that, because you've got 5 defensive players there already.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
that-
So you've got 2
so,
destroyers and
this
3
position,
strong defenders.
maybe we should have someone else.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if
sure,
someone,
let's find out. But again, it wouldn't surprise you then because of what you're saying. To
so it could
see,
be something like this.
yeah,
Like for example, Ericsson in the 10 and Ahmad, or even Ericsson in the 8 and Bruno up.
I think
So
few guys in the comments have said, I mean, to push back at me a little bit, they've made some credible point. Maybe Ericsson in a 10 is a little bit more forgiving. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know what you guys think. If he had to go between the 8s and the 10s, maybe his qualities will shine a bit more there. The burden is a little bit lessened, especially if we're having the lion's share of possession. It's a bit easier on the legs, I think.
what we could see is actually like something like this, and he actually starts the guy that no one likes at the moment, Rashford, and just tries him in the 10. Because he usually have one forward and one midfielder in the number 10s at Sporting.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, I don't know what you guys think. I see Bandulu comes in and he says Onana, De Ligt, Martinez, Shaw, Masraoui, Anthony. Yeah, Anthony could play on the right for Ahmad. Ugarte, Mainu. But is he fit? Can he play? Mount,
Yeah,
I don't think he
Højlund.
can start.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
he can start.
where do you put Mainu? Where do you see him? 8 or 10?
Well, he's obviously the number 8.
Mainu, he'd go with an 8, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you will have two number 10s, not the forward here. So it could be something like this.
Do you know, as you play around with this team, the one constant that comes to my mind is how this team has to function so well as a unit to offset and compensate what what might be any deficiencies there. Off the ball is going to be such an important part of this team, I think. And the movement with the ball. But this system could be so lovely if it works. And I feel that we might end up, if Shaw can't do it, just seeing, like you say, maybe wingers doing it, because there's a reasonable amount of cover there already. I mean, Ugarte is not going to contribute too much for the attacking, I think. Mainu can. And then you've got a lot of firepower there, if we can get it right, there's goals everywhere. Ahmad's got a goal, Bruno's got a goal, Mount, Mainu, depending on the game's got a goal. Højlund, hopefully, it's got a goal in there. But this system is exciting. It really is. It's risk, but like I say, I think that risk is going to have to be offset by the application of the players and knowing exactly what they're doing.
Did you see Arsenal play yesterday against Sporting?
No.
Arsenal, they went gung ho, and they play with the back 5. Basically, Sporting and Arsenal, they played with 5 attackers and +1. So that's the way they nullified the system, and it worries me a little bit because Arsenal won the game 4-1, and Sporting didn't 5-1. Yeah, they didn't have much up against Arsenal because of this, because Arsenal prevented them playing out from the back, so they never had the chance to play the ball up until midfield. Just with Arteta's 5+1 pressing play. So I don't know, and I don't know if Amorim is willing to play the ball long, to play over the press, or he wants to try to play it possession-wise on the ground, and I think he can be exposed this way. It's a possibility.
But that's the difference. Garvers, obviously, he wasn't managing them yesterday, and we'll never know if he's going to be it would have been like he would have played the ball over the top. But I'm not going to lie to you, Gabriel made Gyökeres look like average. He bullied him, absolutely physically dominated him and bullied him and kept tackling him and getting the ball of him. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't judge a player on that. But to me, I just think Sporting, the levels they play at, it's difficult to reach the levels or top of the league of the Premier League. You know, they need to cope with it. Thanks, Jan. Neighbour just popped in to say hello to the cat. And the rascal has brought in a rat as a present. That's what cats do. They bring you a present. It's flipping crazy. Take care. It is what it is. But big up everybody. I personally believe that you have to have an option. And I think Amorim is kind of that when he says if they go high up, presses up the pitch, bang it over the top. You know what I mean? To one of the guys, and then let's get out that way. He can be practical like that. You know, what people don't understand is that the Portuguese, as a nation or the school of coaching, they don't have a set way of playing. They're not like the Dutch. You know what I mean? They're not like the Danish, who have a very skillful way of playing. You know what I mean? They're not like the Spanish, who have a set way of tiki-taka. The Portuguese are quite practical. They're very practical. You know, yes, he wants to play the right way, but in a game, if he feels like you've been dominated, really dominated, and in terms of like they're pressing you up the pitch, if you can use the out ball, they will use the out ball.
Yeah.
Carlos yesterday, he was the key. Gyökeres couldn't do much, wasn't getting any service. Edwards and Jaco were playing shit. Big up Shekarian. But for me, the biggest thing is when I watched Gyökeres, I just saw him getting bullied.
This was the breakdown from Pythagoras yesterday on the Arsenal, and Arsenal was actually blocking them off totally, so they couldn't play the ball from the back three, as you see in that picture. They are filling all this area, so they cut them down, and they couldn't play out from the back, so they made it really difficult for them to yesterday. And I don't know if Amorim would do this, but
well, Goncalves, he's one of their better players, isn't he? He's the one who gets on the ball and dictates and stuff like that. So yeah.
So we will see. It will be interesting, but he has to have more than the plan A to play in the Premier League. Even Pep learned that in his first year of Manchester City. So he couldn't do it with his usual way. So you have to adapt, and this we will see with Amorim if he can adapt to the league.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Why do cats bring bloody mice and stuff like that?
Nice gift. It's gift to the master. Master of the house.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's contributing.
Listen, it's not nuclear yet. When the nuclear comes, so we're all starving. There's no food. Then bring on the mice.
What does it mean, Bodo Glimt?
Bodo is just the name of the city. Glimt actually means, I would call it flash.
Yeah,
like a flash.
Lightning.
Yeah, lightning. Yeah.
Let's see how many times that strikes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bodo lightning, mate.
Yeah.
Well, back in the days, they were actually called Bode, Glimt, football, and ski, because they were like just an athletes club with cross country and stuff like that. But after a while, they stopped with the ski thing and just became a football club. So they're not doing cross country anymore. I don't know, Bombay. Have you ever tried cross country skiing?
No, not skiing. Obviously, we used to do like long distance orienteering through the valleys, through the lakes and stuff, just that kind of thing. But I've never, uh, as heavy as it's gotten with me, there's a really nice hill. So when it snows, we get the sledges or the pans out, fly down that hill. That's about it. No, never put a pair of skis on. I have no idea what it's like. Have you? You must have.
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
He
It's
grew up
my
with this. He grew up with this.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's photos of Jarvis bloody wearing skis, mate. In Norway, northern Norway, you pop out of your mum, you get on the skis straight away. That's the best thing to do, mate. Brings
They
you
say
home.
that Norwegians are born with skis on their feet.
Obviously,
So yeah,
the Winter Olympics, they dominate most things, mate. Bloody hell.
I
small
love
country,
it.
like 5 million people, and we win the most gold medals in the Winter Olympics. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I love the snow. I love the snow. I think it's just makes everything look beautiful, and I like to go out in it, or whenever it's here.
Well,
Oh, it was
if
snowing
if
last
if,
night.
if you ever come to Northern Norway, call me. We rent a cabin. We go skiing. After skiing, that's the best. After you've been out all day, running the slopes, you go in and have a couple of beers and relax and have fun.
There you go. Couple of
Nice,
beers, lad.
nice,
Couple of
nice.
beers.
Yeah.
That couple of beers part, if you'd caught me 20 years ago, Dino. Oh dear. But yeah, that sounds absolutely amazing, man. See those northern
He likes
lights as well.
JD and Coke. He don't drink anything, but he likes JD and Coke.
Yeah, that's
You
okay.
know.
That's okay. But usually people drink 2 drinks after skiing. It's one is hot cocoa with mintu, like a mintish alcohol in it, and the
Mm.
other thing is Jägermeister.
Oh,
dear.
yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
Jägermeister
master.
bombs.
Whoa! It's
Yo.
So I'm picking up. We're only gonna definitely ski for one day. The next day, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Nash comes in and say lives in Minnesota. It's in Norway. It's the Norway of America. Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of people immigrating to America
Yeah, a
from
lot of
from Norway to
a lot of my
Minnesota.
family lives there.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's Prince world, isn't it? Prince, the
yeah,
rock
man.
star. That's his
Big up.
part of the world.
Talking about all these places, Luani came into my brain. Big up Luani, man, wherever you are. Hope you
Big
tucked
up.
up and warm.
He's in New York State.
Is
Driving
he?
a big truck,
Oh,
man. New York State.
my heart goes out, man.
Definitely, man.
Nuruddin's internet's gotten too cold.
Story comes in and said Rosenberg had a manager called Eggen, Nils Eggen, and he had the same status in Norway like Sir Alex, qualifying for the Champions. Actually, Rosenberg had a record of qualifying most times for the Champions League. I would say up until 2005.
Who's that?
they Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Oh, Rosenberg. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
he
their
was nice.
manager, he's gone now, but he was a brilliant manager, and he was almost like Alex Ferguson. He had everything under control in that club, and he came, built them, and made them into something all by him. So
We actually
and
had
now
South
they do the
African.
same thing as Man United. They struggle. It's a vacuum after he's gone. They can't fill the gap.
We actually had a South African international that played for Rosenberg in midfield. So, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's the funny part about it. Yeah.
Who was that international? Did he?
Yeah, South African international. Macbeth Sibaya. He played for Rosenberg, I think, around that period, if I'm not too mistaken.
Yeah. I think I think I remember him. Yeah, and yeah, because they used to buy players from all around the world, So
Here's a question for the people in the comments, the guys in the panel. You're allowed to get one player back from the whole Man United history to come into this team. One player you can choose. Hit me with it.
I do not do that.
I'm doing that, man. I'm doing it. One
You
player.
go first. You go first already. No,
I'll go last.
by
Bandulu is put a hell of a shout in there, I must say.
Listen, I
But
actually think we need service. I don't think we need a Roy Keane because modern football does it. I actually think we need creativity and service, and I think Beckham swinging balls in, getting the box. Beckham as the right wing back.
yeah, that could actually work.
Beckham as the right wing back.
yeah, that's a good shout. That would be
Good
a really good
He
shout.
will make it rain, mate. Beckham will make it rain.
No, that's a good shout.
Switch the play. Boom. Those big long diags.
I'm going for Uncle Wayne.
Wayne Rooney.
Interesting.
Wayne Rooney, man.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney at the tip, bro.
Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney.
Do you know what I mean? Leader, ultimate worker, team player, killer in front of goal, pressing, energy. I mean, yeah, there you go.
I would go for Dennis
Rooney will
Irvin.
look.
Dennis Irvin as left wing back because
That
we
would be
need a
amazing.
left wing back. I think he
Nice.
would fit perfectly in our
Nice.
team.
He would, yeah, he would be superb. He would after Beckham, he would be him.
Yo, big Rems, man.
Look at
Big
these guys
Rems.
and go, I need a transfer. Get me to a winning team.
Week host, Big Rems. Big up.
Weghorst. Weghorst. No.
Evra.
But we could actually do with a striker. We need a striker like Ruud or I don't know.
Dwyer and Andy Cole double.
Yeah, Andy Cole. He would be great.
That struggle.
That work rate will make everything happen before him. He don't need service. Andy Cole.
Not letting you off the hook, Lesso. We need a name.
Come on, man. Come on. I'll go with Giggsy, man. I think we need a winger that can actually take on players. And
man, I asked you this I asked you this question off camera. You said Fred.
Nah,
it was a toss up. It was torn, man. It was either Fred or Scott. He didn't know.
No ways. Ryan Giggs,
You know
I think we need
hold up the ball. To hold up the ball, Berbatov, what a player he was. Oh, somebody said the Trinity were the ones. Trinity, the Alien 10 or the Trinity, eh? Dennis, Flaw, Bobby, and Best. Oh my God. That front three. Damn.
Best Lord Charlton, man.
That front three. Murder, she wrote. That front three, mate. Deadly. So what do you think? Listen, somebody asked a question in it. We predict what type of team. It's very difficult to predict. Very difficult. Big up to Ronaldo. Ronaldo says, who the panels predict the striker that Ruben will play for the match against? But I think he'll play Højlund.
Yeah.
I think he'll play Højlund tomorrow. I think Højlund will play too. I don't think Rashford will play striker tomorrow. He already said that he can't play that position. So yeah.
Yeah, he can't. But Højlund, he needs to learn the system, and I think Højlund has the potential to be really good, and he just need to learn and give him service. I think Amorim has spent a lot of time telling the players how to give the ball to Højlund, either by playing him while he run into the channels or carrying the ball into the box and play it to Højlund. And I think Ahmad is on spot on when it comes to this carrying the ball. But we need more ball carriers in this team. Bruno can't carry the ball. I'm not sure with Mason Mount if he's a ball carrier, but I see him more as a passer guy who opens up the play with. So, we need a ball carrier. And this is why I think Kobe Mainu, actually, when he comes in, he could be good at this. He's a ball carrier. He knows how to.
I actually think he's better as a number 10 and not part of the 8. The 2 8s or the two midfielders have to be super physical and fast. And he's not that. I think as a number 10, he'd be perfect for me on the right-hand side, connecting the play, playing Persian football on that side. Yeah. But that's what Amorim was saying today. That that Rashford is not that guy to be up front. I mean, we knew it. I mean, we could have told him. We could have screamed at him and told him. Like, he's not that guy, man. He's not the guy who's going to hold up the ball. He's not the guy who's going to run the channels. He's not the guy. Højlund. I think Højlund will start tomorrow, definitely. I think Ugarte will play. But then I'm like, he's saying if the guys who play have to rest and the others have to train, that's what his thing is. So he's going to have to rotate. So we're looking for heavily rotated team. Somebody saying big up to Dead Jemba. Somebody saying McTominay, bring back McTominay as one of the number 10s. Neville.
He's tearing it up. In Napoli, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
He's not tearing nothing.
How is he doing this season, McTominay?
He scored, I think, about a couple of goals and he set up one. But honestly, I'm not lying to you, Jarvis. Me and you could play in that league.
Call Mufc, man. I think Antonio's top of the pops. I think Uncle Tony's top of the pops, man.
Walking football.
Yeah, but seriously, would you take this young guy who plays in France at the moment, Gomez? Would you take him back?
Angel Gomez.
Yes.
I think we need. I think he wants more physical players. I think maybe in the squad, but he wants more physical players. But some people are saying maybe he can play as a number 10 up the pitch, low sense of gravity, quick on the turn, very inventive, slipping balls in. People are saying that, but as a number 6, I think I'd be shocked. Amorim's here, and we don't get uber physical number 8s to sign another number 8 that's super physical. But apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, we are going to have to sign. He's already asked for a left wing back.
But would you sign Joe Linton as a physical number 8?
Yeah. You really dig Joe Linton.
I do. I think
Jarvis has banged on about him for quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like him.
I don't know how old he is. How old is he, Jarvis?
Probably between 26 to 29, I believe. Let's check. Let's check. Joe Linton.
I'm getting Palacios for me. I think Palacios is better than Edison. And Palacios plays in a league where there's more physicality, more running. I don't trust the Italian league anymore. I don't want any players from the Italian league anymore.
28 is Joe Linton. So, yeah.
Good age.
Yeah, but probably too old for Ineos. We only want to sign young players.
Yeah, on the real, we want to go somebody we're going on a journey with. But Palacios, for me, definitely Palacios. I'll take Palacios all day.
Somebody's saying Alphonso Davies. I think Ahmad from Ten Hag saying Alphonso Davies.
I mean, he's a good player, but apparently he's already done deal with Real Madrid. Believe the report.
Yeah, he wants to play Europa League by the looks of it.
Leave the Champions League.
Tell you, man, this new format is going to have a few casualties by the looks of it. PSG are struggling. Real Madrid, Leipzig. I don't know what's happened to Girona. They were the team.
They sold their players, innit? Some of the players have been sold, yeah.
So yeah, this new format, man. Liverpool top of the pops, Inter second. It's interesting. City, maybe we're going to get City in the Europa.
How is it working? Now Liverpool is first, but isn't like top 8 is going to some playoffs directly, and there will be some.
They're through, I think, top 8, and then it goes down the next. Is it up to 24 going to the last 16? No. What am I talking about? No.
You see Liverpool, Barcelona, Inter, but who's struggling of the big clubs? We see Bayern, they are 13th. Yeah. City,
PSG,
17th.
Madrid.
Juventus, they are struggling. Real Madrid, they are on the last 24th. Yes, because the 24 teams goes through. And PSG is 25. Wow.
Enrique's getting the sack.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this new concept of the Champions League. It's too complicated.
No, me not like it. Me not like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's that great, me personally. Because I think that what was the best about the group stage is that you played the team twice. So if they beat you, you got them back.
Hmm.
I actually used to like the away goals because of the jeopardy as well. You know what I mean? I used to like that.
I think it's all just about the money. They want more games so they can televise, get more money from the fans, match-going fans, and yeah. But guys, Norden, you're a match-going fan. What's your thoughts about the rise of the ticket prices now? Did you
Absolutely
hear it?
shocking, man. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. At a time where there's a massive cost of living crisis, it's absolutely effing shocking. But this is where we're at.
But how much was it? Are we talking about? How much do you pay for a ticket now? About
Wow,
roughly.
Jamie says £66 for kids.
Yeah, it's about 40. I think between 30 and it depends where you sit in the stadium.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, have a different prices, but yeah, it's between 35 and 50.
And now they will
Hype it up. Yeah, the
raise
kids.
it
I mean,
to 60 to 80.
the kids are 25 pounds now. They went from being, I don't know, from being a tenner or something like that, 15 pounds to 25 pounds. It's crazy.
So it's £66 for kids.
That's
Do you
bad,
think it
man.
has anything to do with the financial situation the club are in?
Yeah, it's not
And we had to.
It should be 20. No, it's not 66. No, it's not. It's not. It's 25 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but with the new rise of prices.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. I don't. Shakarian, where are you getting that from? It's not that much. I think it went to 25 pounds from like 15 or something like that from tenner or 50. You know, he went there. So yeah. Let me just double check.
It's not comfortable, you know, when you like. I don't know. We've had
Yeah.
some
So
decent
here it
seats.
is. So it's gone from for the kids. It's gone from 13 pounds to 25 pounds.
Wow, that's nearly doubled.
But as I was saying, do you think it has anything to do with the sacking of Den Haag, hiring Amorim? We have extra expenses.
It's gone. Wow,
Put into account.
this is crazy. 1 second. It says here Manchester United have risen the price. Let me get this up because I don't understand it. It must be the way that it's written, the way that the text is written. So let me just get it. Bear with me. Let me just share it so that maybe some of
I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys have been to the United Stadium. We've sat all over, it, you know, in all the stands and stuff. And obviously, you're going to watch the game and stuff, but it's not comfortable. I mean, you're crammed in there. You know what I mean? You can't be stretching legs, nothing. Everybody leans back into your knees. It's dodgy, man. And if you're high up and stuff, you know, people standing up and you making your way to the seat. It's a thing, man. It's not smooth sailing. So I don't know, man. It's an expensive day out, put it that way. Yeah, I remember actually years ago where I worked for the company that was hired to you know, like security and stuff, and you'd watch the game, and I think a beer is like £6 or something like that. A pie is like £5. You guys in the comments will probably know better than me. But it's really expensive day out. You know, just for basic stuff, it's not cheap at all.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys will tell you, you know, the stadium needs some help.
Can you see that?
United.
Can you see that, guys? Can you see that?
Yeah.
So what I was saying, from 13 to 25, now £66. That don't make sense.
You are a disgrace to this football club. Manchester United have risen ticket price of the child's ticket to attend Old Trafford in 3 years it's doubled in price, to a now £66 for a ticket. I wouldn't
I
know.
think that might be with like a father and son, so £66. I doubt it that one ticket is now £66. It's not. So I don't know the way it is written. I don't trust this tweet.
Well, let's check it out. Let's go. How much price?
It's £66 all over, and I think it's £70 for padded seats or lounge or higher up.
That's no joke. That's a lot of money, man.
£66 for the kids.
No, for a seat, Dino. I think the kids is 25. Or Jarvis, is that across the board? Just a seat is £66.
I don't know, Nordin. I just found this on Twitter. Just say over 65. It's all over the line. £66 for a ticket. Under 16, from 16 to 17, 18 to 20, and over 65. It's the same price. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you found anything, Nordin. I just searched it. So yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay.
So what happens if
this is it? Yeah, this is right. Wow.
Imagine when we get the new stadium now. Yeah, it's gonna be peak.
That is unbelievable. So yeah, everybody 66. That is fucking believable, mate. I won't be going anymore. Are you taking the piss?
So the average wage, I think, in England, we're operating at the median wage is, I think, 30,000 a year, which is equivalent to about £15 an hour. So that'll probably put it into perspective. And I mean, that's just your seat, isn't it? You're not talking a hot dog is like, I don't know, £6. A bottle of beer is maybe £6-7 plastic bottle of Budweiser or whatever. So, you take your son or your daughter or whatever, two people go, it's over £100 easy. That's a day and a half's pay, man, for a lot of people. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. But there you go, man. And they've been serving us up shit for a while. Half an issue if you go and you buzz and you have a good day and it's good football and stuff. Imagine you go there and you come and talk about the game like we do, trying to pick out 1 or 2% of things out of just an absolute disaster, man. You know what I mean? Oh dear. Better off investing that in a therapy session.
Yeah.
What time's the game tomorrow?
Anything, but I see the most expensive clubs to find. It's here. It's let's see if I can add it. Yeah, here it is. The ticket prices, but this is season ticket prices in England this season. So Arsenal is the most expensive. Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle. So Man United is just so compared to other top clubs, it's not that bad, I would say.
Financially, look where we are now.
So season ticket.
Manchester United, look here. Cost of squad goes through the 1 billion total for the first time. Club now owned 94 million by other clubs for a player sale installment. Man UFC owe 413 million installments for player purchases. Total borrowing 700. Wow. And that's why they're putting the cost. Jim the fucking rat is putting the cost on the fucking.
Yeah, you want new players, you want new stadiums, you want that. We're gonna have to pay for it, man.
Well, that's CD. I'm not paying 66 fucking quid for a fucking ticket, mate. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's a little bit too expensive.
Somebody just Alien is saying. Alien Tenniel says his season ticket is £900. £900, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends where you're sitting. So yeah.
Yeah.
But how many games do we have to attend? You have to attend like 80%, 85%.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to protest, Jamie. I wish they did, but people are not going to protest.
Yeah.
But that's London, though. London prices is different. People, the wages are a lot more than it is in London than it is in Manchester. Jim the fucking rat, mate. Jim the rat.
Man of the people. What can you do? You know.
Put in the Manchester back in Manchester. No way if Qatar or Manchester United are they doing that. And you know what? To be fair to the only thing I would say, to be fair to the Glazers, they never put the prices up as much as this dickhead has already done.
It's gonna be peak, yeah.
Yeah.
How much is it for a padded seat? 70.
Sorry, I don't know. But it is what it is, people. Listen, we could talk about this all day. Let's go around quickly. The scores for tomorrow, because this just put me in a fucking bad mood. But this is Jim the Rat. This is what Jim the Rat will do it for you.
Yeah, I can go first. When it comes to the game tomorrow, I just want to mention one thing when it comes to this Old Trafford. I heard Bombay said was the seatings are awful and you don't have any room, leg room. This was my last time I was at Old Trafford, so right. I had leg room.
yeah,
because there were some open seats. So you have the chance, but you see there that it's really cramped. So you don't have much space.
You know, and you go on a cold day, Jarvis. You got your big coat on and your hat and shit, and you know you just like sardines.
Even if you're allowed to sit this way, but I did.
Yeah. What game was that? You remember?
That was the last game under Ollie the first season. We played against Cardiff. We lost the game 2-0. It was a terrible game. But the weather was nice. The weather was really nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was, I think it was the beginning of May. It was sunny and 25 degrees outside. So, yeah, it was great.
Nuruddin took me to my first ever game. I was 15. I'd never been in a football stadium. And should we tell them how we got in, Dino?
Well, I was regularly sneaking in.
Dino was a season ticket holder for free, so they took us to this game, and we basically jumped the turnstiles. So I was a bit scared at the beginning, and then I remember him jumping over, holding the door while the guys swearing and going nuts and trying to fight us. And then I jumped over, and he goes, "Meet me in the toilet." I get in there. I'm thinking, which frigging toilet? There must be 1,000 of them. I lost everybody. We all got split up. Then I just seen the light. I walked up and I was like, wow, this is it. You walked out and I just remember seeing Beckham and Scholes spraying balls to each other. It was like a cartoon. I went right to the front thinking, I've never been to a stadium. And I just sat there. Ruud Hullit's like 5-6 meters away from me. He was the Chelsea manager that time. And I sat there. And I met this gentleman there with his son, and he was like offering me food and stuff. He goes, "You here with your dad?" I said, "No, I sneaked in." I said, "So are these seats taken?" He goes, "Yeah, this is going to be packed out." I remember I was sat there and somebody goes, "You're in my seat." I said, "Sorry, mate." Moved, and I found like 9 seats up at the top near the executive boxes. Just watched this game. We got popped on that game. Frank Sinclair popped us with a header. Then that was it, man. I was like, wow, this is what an amazing experience. Never forget it. And then I started to become a fair weather season ticket holder with the boys. It was good, man. Good fun those days.
Yeah. When you were 15, it's okay. It's okay when you're 15.
He was doing it. I was doing it from 10, 11, sneaking in.
I think with these prices, man, we'll have to do that. See if we can still jump the turnstile. You're gonna hold the door for me this time, bro.
Double up. You used to double up. You know,
Nah, can't double up now, bro.
On a turnstile,
Those days are
ask
gone.
the guy, can I double up with you? And some guys were like, fuck off. Other people were like, yeah, come on, get it. Yeah.
Oh man.
But were there all seaters back in the days, or were there places we could stand?
No, you had to use seats. You had to see it.
Okay.
All see. There's a standing section now, no?
Yeah, there's different little bots of standing section, yeah. Well, the Stretford end is standing. You can stand on the Stretford end, but the rest of the stadium, there is a little bit standing here and there.
Okay.
On the east stand, sometimes people stand, lower on the east. Yeah. But other than that, you have to sit down. But bloody hell.
Game prediction is for tomorrow. I would go with us winning the game. I think there will be goals. I think both teams will try to attack. So I would say 3-1 Man United.
That's what I was gonna say. Then I actually thought, No, we'll go with that since you said it. I'm going with Jarvis 3-1.
I'll go with 3-2.
To Bodo.
Nah, I'm not that negative. Come on, man.
No,
it's 3-2 to Man United. We have to win that game.
Yeah. Okay, Dino, kill it.
I think Bodo Glimt are going to win this comfortably.
You see.
No surprise there. Oh, dear. Go on, hit us with it. What
3-2. I just want to see goals. 3-2.
Yeah.
I predict to Bodo Glimt.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Here we go. What time is it? 8 o'clock kickoff this?
8 o'clock.
Yes. But goal scorers. Who will score the goals?
Tomorrow, I think Highland will score.
Yeah.
Ruud or Highland. And Bodo Glimt will dance on Old Trafford. Jarvis told us before they bring their women's team, they bring all their delegation. This is like a big thing for them to draw Manchester United. This is a massive deal. It's a city of 50,000. It's like Villarreal. I've been to Villarreal. It's just a little town around Valencia. And I always wonder, wow, how good they are. You know what I mean? For one of the smallest cities in the world. So, Bodo Glimt. The lightning will strike tomorrow, people. The lightning will strike.
And look out for the toothbrush. The toothbrush will be there.
What's that all about?
It's just a humor thing, and they used to use the toothbrush as a to conduct the singing with the fans. So and one of the toothbrush companies sponsored the fans with the giant toothbrushes. So it's just a thing that they bring with them everywhere they go, and it's been like this since the 80s.
Nice picture that. Look at that old lady, bottom right.
She's having it.
Yeah. She's having it, man. Supporting.
Yeah.
Very proud people, mate. Very proud people. Working class people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Impressed usually are.
All of the things, the foundations that Manchester United were built on. But now, owned by some dickheads who fucking 66 quid for a fucking ticket. Bastards.
Wow, that's dirty, Who's going to score? I don't even know who's going to play.
Yeah.
I mean, but it would be lovely to see Highland bag one. I'd really like that. Highland to bag one, that would be nice. Yeah, man, Highland.
Don't worry, if they start leaking, they're going to need more than a fucking brush.
They're coming to brush it, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
How is the weather forecast in Manchester tomorrow? Because if it's cold, Bodo will be used to the weather. They will be in their prime if you get -degrees or snow.
No, I hope it's not going to be, but it's predicting it's going to be about 5 or 6. Tonight it's almost freezing. But like I said, I saw some of them in town earlier today. They're having it. They're having massive beers like that.
How much is a pint in Manchester?
You're talking to the wrong guy, Jarvis. It's about, I think, £3-4.
Nah, it's more than that now, bro.
£5.
It's more than that. There's the odd place that might service you for that, but I think you're looking at over £5 now. £5, £6, something like that.
Okay.
Bro, at home, I think it was about what? And this we're talking a year and a bit ago, like an
You're talking
art
to somebody who
house
doesn't even drink caffeine.
Yeah, it's expensive, man, to drink out. You might
Well,
find like
in Norway,
student-
it's about £10 to £12 for half a liter.
Shit.
So when they come from Bodo, they think it's dirt cheap, so they will just drink with both hands.
Right, what do you get like
They're doing it already.
Yeah.
Do you get like a
Do you
like
know
a meal with that
about the
pint?
place called the Freight Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they are gathering.
Yeah. I
Okay.
saw. That's what I said. I went past it today. I saw them.
Yeah.
Big up to them. Are some of your friends Bodo fans?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going. I haven't checked, but I have a lot of friends who are fans and match-going fans that travel away and stuff like that. So
home and
probably
away.
some of my friends are there. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. 350 in Weatherspoons in Manchester, Alien Tunnel.
A pint.
Yeah, that I suppose that's very reasonable, isn't it? 350 a pint. I don't know. Again,
Big up to this guy. Big up Nav says Norwegians get paid more. I was in Oslo in my 20s and everything was expensive.
Everything is expensive in Norway. It's true.
Nas, I think he's been to the Celtic Park. I can't wait to go there. I want to go there.
I'd love to.
They've got a nice standing area. Celtic Park.
Yeah.
Big up the Celtic.
Nas from Minnesota Vikings. That's the name of their American football team. So they are Vikings, as he said.
Yeah. Anyway, big up. How much is the
raw chicken at OT?
I don't know if they put it in a pie. I don't have any of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up the Green Brigade, mate, for their solidarity with the Palestinians.
Guys, what a club.
We'll be live tomorrow. Fuck fucking Ineos. Fuck the Glazers. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Congo, free Sudan, free Haiti, free everywhere where people are oppressed in this world, man. And big up to everybody.
I might be a little bit late tomorrow for the post match.
No problem, Jarvis. No problem.
I will go to the local football pub and meet a couple of friends. The local Man United fan base club. So we are meeting up like 10 guys.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be back. We'll probably start the show around 11:15 anyway.
Well, listen, before you let Jarvis off, talk to him, make sure he's still all right in that. No, enjoy it, man. Have a good time. What do you think of the game?
The Norwegians can hold their liquor, mate. Don't you worry, they can hold their drink. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I'll take it easy. I have work tomorrow and Thursday, so on Friday. So I will take a couple of beers to the game. That's it.
Not every day. Norwegian team playing against Manchester United. Yeah. Big up to everybody. And fuck the GCSEs while we're there as well. Big up to Jarvis, Man UFC, Realist TV at 9:00 on Mondays. His show is called Jarvis Corner. Check it out at Bowley77 on Twitter. Lesso Football TV, and then at Black Rain on Twitter as well. Bombay, you'll never see him anywhere else. Me, I'm at the bottom here, as you can see. Like, share, subscribe. That guy, Red Devil, on Twitter. Big up. Love and light. Look after yourselves.
Peace.
Peace up. Good night, all.